time boxing. Stunning new Allegiant Stadium reserved to potentially host Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder, the trilogy on December 19th. This is according to Bob Arum. So Bob Arum's been coming out recently, you know, looking at different dates. There was rumors about the trilogy taking place in China in November. There was rumors about the fight potentially taking place on Christmas Day of all days, or Boxing Day, one of these days, in Australia. And even Tyson Fury was saying, what do you call it? Paris Fury, his wife, would definitely be on to him if he ever decides to fight on that day. He'll be in serious trouble. But it looks like they might be going down the route of Vegas Allegiant Arena. I think there's a picture of it here. I think there's a model of it, of this actual picture. I don't know. This looks like, is it CGI or is this real? Looks a bit like CGI, but this is how the stadium looks though. Big time boxing for big time stadium and big money stadiums. I think the stadium, it costs like $2 billion to make. I saw somewhere that equates to like 1.45 million pounds. But massive stadium though to be hosting. I think the capacity is like 65,000. I think also Bob Arum was talking about how they are gonna maybe try and space out the fans and everything like that. I think it says here the stadium could see fans spaced out, socially distanced to 25% or 50% capacity. So the stadium's pretty big, so you probably be able to get a decent number of fans in there for the fight. You know. Well, let's get to a few things Bob Arum said. Bob Arum said the Raiders are playing on the Thursday, December 17th, which is perfect. After the game is over, we put up the ring and so forth. We have a couple of days to do it, and Saturday we have the fight. So obviously, if they coincide it well with the season, with the Raiders season, NFL, then it'll be a spectacle because in terms of the advertising, the promotion, and everything, it might be easier to sell, the fight alongside the new season post Vegas. I don't know how Vegas is going to be at the time with all this COVID. I don't know if it would have cleared up in Vegas at the time. I'm just praying that this fight don't get delayed into 2021 because of COVID-19 or anything like that spiking up again in Vegas. I'm just hoping that doesn't happen and we can get this fight over the line before 2021, get over and done with. But yeah, Bob Arum as a whole, looking at the Allegiant Arena Stadium for this trilogy, could be, big stadium for big time boxing. I like to say Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder. I have a feeling a lot of fans who are talking about they're not going to be interested in this trilogy. By the time the press conferences start, the spectacle out the massive stadium, people are going to purchase pay-per-view. Obviously, the economics of everything's going on now. A lot of things are happening. I don't know what the price of the pay-per-view is going to be for this fight. I don't know how many people are going to purchase pay-per-view with all the economics, everything that's going on right now. But hardcore boxing fans are going to watch it. If they can get the promotion right, get everything right, get everything in order, I feel like this could be the biggest fight of 2020. Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder, the trilogy. Tyson Fury's already been promoting it himself. You check my previous video, Tyson Fury was talking about Deontay Wilder could still knock him out. Tyson Fury trying to promote the fight to make people want to watch it. That unpredictability of what Deontay Wilder is capable of always attracts, fans' interest. Because if Deontay Wilder, as long as he's in there, he can knock someone out. That's the point of why we can watch it, because he could still win. But let's quickly get to a few other things Bob Arum said. He said whether we'll be able to do it in the stadium with limited seating. He's talking about, whether they will be able to, whether it will be workable. Is it going to be workable, to do this social distancing stuff? People coming into the stadium, moving around the stadium, everything in the different areas of the ground. Is it possible to really, to really do this social distancing thing? I think Bob Arum's going to be praying that, the COVID by that time is really decreased. So, they can maximize the money, because they could have done this fight, they could do this fight in a country that, that has less cases and stuff like that. Like, I think it's reducing in China gradually. Australia, I think it's, cutting there a bit. Maybe that's why those countries are coming out with offers and stuff to host this fight. But does Australia and China have the boxing fan base You know, the hardcore fans that they have in Vegas. Vegas that is renowned for hosting fights. You know, Tyson Fury building a fan base building a big fan base similar to Conor McGregor in the States. Deontay Wilder, American himself. I think to generate the most amount of money, it makes sense for the fight to take place in Vegas. But that's why Bob Arum's going down that route. But I just hope there's no other delays. We've seen Joshua Pulev. We don't know a date for that. You know, but Frank Warren's been pushing back Dubois Joyce. I just don't want this fight to get pushed back past December. You know, I want this fight to get over and done with. I think Bob Arum also said whenever they fight, it's going to be a huge type of attraction, like I already said, and to do it as the first fight at the Allegiant Arena Stadium be something really special. By December 19th, people say, yeah, maybe then the worst is over and they can do it. So, you know, as I said, as I was already saying, Bob Arum's hoping the worst of all this, you know, COVID stuff is calmed down, and then they can get this fight underway at the new stadium. And I think it'll be the first fight at in Vegas in this stadium, so that's historical in itself. After this fight, I have a feeling more fights, big fights, could take place, you know, in the stadium. But yeah, Bob Arum, you know, looking to host the Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury 3, December 19th at the Allegiant Stadium, which is the base stadium for the Raiders, you know, NFL team. So drop your comments in the comment section below. What do you feel about the big fight, Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder, taking place at the Allegiant Stadium? Big time boxing, big time stadium. Who wins? You know, Tyson Fury is talking about Deontay Wilder could still knock him out. Does he believe that? I think Tyson Fury believes that, because he was put down in that 12th round in the first fight, so he does know what it feels like to get knocked down by Deontay Wilder. This is heavyweight boxing at the end of the day. Obviously, Tyson Fury is going to be favorite for this fight, no doubt about that. But you can never count out the dynamite right hand of the Bronze Bomber. So drop your comments in the comment section below. What do you think about what I've said? Like, subscribe, and drop your comments again about what you think about Bob Arum's comments. And also, who wins between Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder to set up a potential showdown against Anthony Joshua in summer 2021. Drop your comments again. Cool.